Welcome back and thanks for tuning in, Star Wars Vintage fans and subscribers. So what I've got here is I've got another PBP mini rig. Now it's quite amazing. I recently had a PDT 8 mail away in. I've never seen a PDT 8 mail away PBP mini rig in my life. That's a full mouthful, isn't it? And I definitely haven't seen a one-man sail skiff, and now I've had both of them. And from different people. The PDT 8 was from James, and this is from another fine gentleman I'm selling for. So look, I've got it here now. I'm going to do a bit of a video of it and just quickly describe the differences and how it's the COO and etc. So this is an interesting box. It's a Paletoy, so it's got a Paletoy 49 pence tri-logo box, but it's got a Italian, it's got a Milan Italia sticker over the top, which is strange, but it's also PBP print on the box. So man, this is a sick three-way box. This one blows away my extent of my knowledge. I reckon I'll flick this video to James and he'll probably enjoy this one. But that's a killer box. Tri-logo, Paletoy sticker, Italian sticker, Paletoy price, Italian sticker, PBP. I don't know, man. You tell me what the hell this box is. Anyway, it's got a PBP vehicle in it, which is cool. So I've got this. Has got the accessories never open. So the bar, the two back fins, and the top sail. I've got a US release here, so this is what's in the box. The top sail, the staff, and the two back fins. As this one has never been opened. That has never been opened, the box has been opened. And never been assembled. So I've got the unapplied sticker sheet here. There's no reference to Spain or anything like that. And that looks to me very similar to the US release sticker sheet. But I've got the tri-logo instruction sheet here. And this is Paletoy PBP Spain, manufactured under CPG products. And then it's in Spanish and French. So Spanish, French, English tri-logo. Paletoy / PBP instructions. Well, / Meccano really, then instructions. But yeah, triple language instructions, PBP. Now what drew it to me was I was about to sell this, and I was looking at it, and I saw that the COO has been kind of cleared out, for want of a better term. It's not melted off like the figures, and very similar to the PDT 8. This one has got like it's a much more flatter finish on the COO, so I think they've had a better way. These must have come after did the figures. I'm talking of PBP, the Spanish distributor, if you don't know. I'll link it to up top here, the PDT 8 one I did, which speaks a little bit more about it as well. But yeah, PBP was a Spanish distributor who distributed Star Wars vintage products through to Spain, and they melted on the figures. They melted a mark over the Hong Kong COO, so it looked like they weren't coming from Hong Kong and they were from Spain, I guess. But with the mini rig that I'd sold previously, the PDT 8, they didn't have a melt mark. They had a much cleaner way of getting rid of the country of origin. So I'm not sure if they got to the mold before it was pressed. I don't know. If anyone does know, I don't know much about the PBP vehicles, but this one here, like I said, it's got very smoothed out. You can see where it was, the country of origin, but it's been smoothed out. I'm going to get a still up here because it's probably impossible to see on this video, but it's been smoothed out here beautifully, and almost, you know, like if I didn't know what to look for, you would have just even think maybe it's kind of a bit of a rub sign or some kind of little bit of wear underneath it. But yeah, obviously there's no country of origin. So this says Lucasfilm Limited, Kenner, Ohio, but it doesn't say made in Hong Kong, Macau, whatever it's supposed to say. Now, like I said, I do happen to have a Kenner one here. And it is it's a slightly different green, cast in a slightly different green colour. I'll get stills of them next to each other to hopefully kind of display that. But having said that, these are also two different COOs. This one was a made in Macau, and the Macau, I'm just trying to see if it is the same. No, it is a different COO. So this is an 83 made in Macau one, and this one's 84, which I think was maybe Hong Kong, but I'll check back on that, and I'll correct myself with some notes when I actually edit this video. I'll pop it on there. But so the colouring, my theory behind different colours could also be the difference between 83 and the 84 Macau and other ones. So that could be straight down the toilet, that comparison. But I do see injection moulds on the front I know that's on both. I'm just looking for differences now. I'm searching, but there actually may not be. Aside from that colour, there I'm not sure there is a whole lot of differences, and the COO change. I don't think there is a whole lot of difference between the toys themselves. Yeah, I think they do seem very similar. I'm not going to open this accessory pack up, but just wondering if they look any different colours or anything like that. The bag's kind of a little bit cloudy, so it's very hard to see. So I guess the only thing I can really guarantee that's different here is the COO being scrubbed out, which is so cool. Anyway, like I said, I've never had a PBP mini rig in my life. I've had a PBP Spanish speeder bike, sorry, and that's got the chrome engine at the back. That looks wicked, really, really cool. I've had that before, but I've never had a mini rig, and now in the span of the last couple of months, I had 2 different mini rigs, which is really cool, and it's in excellent condition. It's got applied stickers. The stickers are in nice condition. The actual mini rig itself is beautiful. The unapplied sticker sheet is kind of dried up against the base and has come off completely. But it's still there. Not many have unapplied sticker sheets. The instructions are really cool. Got a bit of folding just from factory, how they were thrown in the packet, in the box. And a little bit of creasing and edge wear and stuff like that. And a tiny bit of kind of yellowing spots in the back. But that's really nice. And the box is got a little bit of kind of shelf wear and kind of not, it's not a litho tear, but it's kind of a bit of litho wear, which has removed a bit of the print, but it's not ripped. But yeah, Italian sticker is bloody curious to me. Really, really cool. And it displays really well. It doesn't have any interior cardboard. I'm just being very careful with that top flap. It doesn't have any interior cardboard, I don't believe, no. But there's no rip flaps. Really cool piece. PBP, tri-logo, palletized box, Italian sticker. Man, it's a mouthful and a handful to figure out all the variations in this one item, but super cool, man. Like I said, I've never seen one before, so this will find a new home very, very soon. I'll get this listed up pretty soon, and yeah, it's all about education. I didn't know they existed, but I'd never seen one before, and it's so cool to see those COOs, how they improve the COO melting or removal, whatever you want to call it, and it looks a lot cleaner and almost unidentifiable. Almost just looks like a bit of a stain or a rub kind of thing, which is really, really cool. Anyway, there it is. Another mini rig for you. Actually, funnily enough, I think I might have missed this mini rig in my first mini rig display. So, my first mini rig video, so maybe it was just meant to be. How cool is that? Thanks for watching, guys. Anytime I get something cool or something new, I'm going to show it to you before I list it. And if it's something I don't know or I think you might, it's interesting to new collectors or old collectors or whoever, yeah, I'm going to show you guys, so I don't care, man. Like, if it's something I learn, if I teach one person one little thing, it's bloody brilliant. That's what it's all about. There's no egos here. I'm not going to say I know more than you, or it's all about having fun and encouraging collectors to stay on board and realising how sick this hobby is, how deep and giving this hobby is. It doesn't stop, man. The learning doesn't stop. It's so sick. You can collect this all your life, and most people, a lot of people, including me, have, and you don't know it all because you just keep learning. There's so much to it. That's why it's probably the best. Collecting vintage toys, man, you can't go wrong. It's so much fun. And one day you've had enough, you're out of space, you sell it all, you're going to make a ton of money, man. You cannot go wrong. And if it's something you love, how good is that, man? And obviously I love it. And a lot of this is coming with me. Not this one, but a lot of my items are going with me in the coffin, I believe. Otherwise, my kids will be forced to keep it forever. Thanks a lot, guys. I love these toys, obviously. I can't get enough of these pieces of bloody semi-ancient plastic. If you like it too, you could watch my channel, man. I'm not going to stop dribbling about them. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate you watching.